Hi, welcome back to Deadly Affirmations, the video novel. Today's snippet is the fourth one in chapter 9, and it finishes up the chapter, so it's just a little bit of a thing. But you're able to catch up on two of the characters, Weezie and Lee, which is always fun. Here we go. Okay. By supper time, Weezie had finished one hat and had begun another. She stood up and called Bruno to her finger. He landed, and she brought him to her lips for a tiny canary kiss. Then she put him back in his cage, closed the door, and took her now empty glass back to the kitchen. Dinner. Weezie decided to order a pizza. She looked into her refrigerator and found her little collection of cold bottled beer was down to 4 bottles. She liked to go to the liquor store across town where they let her buy beer by the bottle. One of her few extravagances was to have a variety of beers on hand to suit any occasion, and for this occasion, a pepperoni pizza, she had just the thing, Dogfish Head 90-minute IPA. She put the bottle back into the fridge to keep cold and walked to the phone on the wall. She dialed 941-7994, ordered a large pie, and was told that it would be delivered in about 45 minutes. That gave her time to set the table for dinner. Weezie looked into the cupboard and found the Spiegelau India Pale Ale glass from the set of beer glasses she kept. She washed the glass and set it to dry. Then she got out a paper plate and her pizza wheel. She put these on the table with a roll of paper towels and went back to the living room to watch the TV news and wait for the delivery man. About half an hour later, the doorbell rang and she got up to open the door. She said hello to the nice young man, paid, and tipped him. She laid the pizza box on the table by the door, closed the door, and then took her dinner into the kitchen. She set the pizza box on the table and got her beer from the refrigerator. She set the bottle on the counter and opened it with the cast iron opener that was screwed to the molding by the back door. Then she took the beer glass from the drying rack and filled it about halfway with the golden brew. She took her beer and sat at the table, cutting a slice with the wheel. The pie was still hot, and Weezie blew on it for a few seconds before taking a bite, and then a sip of the beer. She closed her eyes in pleasure. She ate 2 slices and then divided the rest of the pie into 2 slice meals. 1 meal into the fridge and the other 2 into the freezer. Then she took her beer back into the living room to help her solve the jigsaw puzzle. After dinner, Lee washed the dishes, dried them, and put them away. The garbage can under the sink was full, so she pulled out the plastic liner and tied a knot in the top. She put in another plastic bag to line the can. Then Lee took out the garbage and came back into her home, ready to read about new and interesting murders. Lee decided that she had learned all she wanted to know about poisoners. After all, poisoning is the least favored method used by serial killers. If she was going to get through the mass murderers who dispatch their victims through strangulation and gunfire, she'd better get reading. The lights stayed on in Lee's house until 3 in the morning.